Hi, I'm Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn strategist, trainer, and coach. And this conversation is a continuation of a previous discussion I had. Earlier, I wrote a blog post and did a video on the 10 worst mistakes you can make on LinkedIn. But I discovered there are a lot of other mistakes that we make. And I discovered these in the past, about a week and a half now. And a couple of them I discovered this morning, which was what precipitated in me creating yet another video on this topic of mistakes that people make using LinkedIn. So I have 12 mistakes that are really important for us not to make. And let me share those with you. Number one, do not congratulate a LinkedIn member for a new job until after you look at their LinkedIn profile and verify it is in fact a new job. This week I saw someone update their LinkedIn profile with a job they got in 2020. They left that little slider on that said notify my network. So they notified their network they had a new job that was already over 7 months old. Dozens and dozens of people celebrated with him and congratulate him on the new job that's over 7 months old. Look at their LinkedIn profile first. Number two, do not engage on a post based on what another LinkedIn member comments. Read the post, read the article, watch the video, consume the content at least in some basic way before you engage with the author and with other engagers. I saw a comment that someone left on a LinkedIn post that was clearly intended for a different post. He made a mistake and commented on the wrong one. Don't know how. And then it started a whole chain of engagement on that comment that was totally irrelevant to the post. Don't be that. Here's another one that's difficult. Do not say happy birthday to LinkedIn members you are connected with who passed away. Now, don't misunderstand me. Maybe in a memorial statement, you might want to acknowledge that LinkedIn member that you're still connected to because you're memorializing them. But I saw someone comment publicly say happy birthday to someone that I know passed away 2 years ago. And a bunch of other people chimed in with happy birthday, dude. I hope you have a great day. Don't do that. Know your LinkedIn network and know who passed away as best you can. Here's the next one. When you leave your company and go work at another company, do not leave the previous company's address, website, and business phone number on your LinkedIn profile. Recently saw a lady who made that mistake. She jumped into the new job. She got deep into it and never came back and updated her contact information. I actually called her and I called her old employer. Don't leave your old contact information when you leave a job. Here's another one. Do not publicly argue with another LinkedIn member through comments. Move those conversations to private or just don't argue at all. It doesn't help your brand to argue publicly, let alone to argue. Here's another one. Don't ignore LinkedIn members who engage on your content. I saw a business page where there was a really good article from the business, and I saw where someone commented in a meaningful way and then said, call me. I reached out to that person who commented and asked them if they ever got a phone call. They didn't, because the company missed paying attention to the comments, the notifications. Here's number 7. Do not assume what your LinkedIn profile will look like to people you're not connected with or in a Google search. Go to an incognito window on LinkedIn and put your LinkedIn profile in the web browser and bring it up. See what it looks like. Do a Google search for your LinkedIn profile for your name and see what it shows up on in a Google search listing, as well as when you click on it, what comes up. Even better than that, find somebody you're not connected with yet on LinkedIn who you'd like to connect with. And before you send them an invite to connect, ask them if they would do you a favor and have them do a screenshot of at least the top part of your LinkedIn profile so you see what it looks like. Recently had someone say, I did not know that my last name was only the initial. Had someone else say, I had no idea that people were not able to see my profile picture. Had somebody else say, I did not know I was sharing my email address and phone number to people I'm not connected with. Do not assume. Test it yourself. Number 8, do not become a serial liker. These are people who all they do is scroll the news feed and like. Had someone recently tell me, Tony, I'm not getting any value on LinkedIn at all. And I went and looked at his activity, and all he had been doing for the last 3 months was liking content. Like randomly. And 4 or 5 times a day. Like. That does not build your brand. That does not build trust and respect. Meaningful engagement is how you build trust and respect. Meaningful engagement on relevant content is how you build your brand, not by liking content. Number 9, do not use LinkedIn invites as a pitching tool. It's not what LinkedIn invites are for. LinkedIn invites are all about to connect. They're about the opportunity to connect with the right people. So I've seen this, and I think there's an epidemic going on where people are hiring interns to send out invites to their target audience. And the invites are nothing more than a pitch. Hey, here's a link to our landing page. Here's a link to our best products and features. Hey, we sell this widget. We'd like to talk with you about the widget. This is not how you use LinkedIn invites, not how you use LinkedIn. Be more purposeful about making the connection, and then look for ways to pull the right people into conversations. Number 10, do not scroll through the LinkedIn newsfeed looking for content to engage on. It's a waste of time. What you really want to do is you want to focus on searching for that content. Search for content with your target audience. Search for content in your industry. Search on content for content that's on companies that you're a target. Or look for content for your peers or content that is hashtag rich. And then find that content through search and engage on that. Searching for content will give you a better result, and it will also influence what shows up in your news feed. So keep looking for relevant content. It'll make your news feed richer, and so that you can get a greater value out of engaging on the right content. Number 11, don't miss out on the opportunities that the LinkedIn mobile app has, specifically in the context of messaging. Had a business leader tell me recently, Teddy, my messaging just not getting any result. And I asked him, I said, well, give me some examples of messages you sent. First of all, his messages were more of a pitch than they were an invite to a conversation. And he was sending messages to a broader group of people, not a focused target audience. So I encouraged him to be more purposeful about his messaging, be more purposeful about who he sends those messages to. And then I encouraged him to go try using the audio message or the video message, which is available through the LinkedIn mobile app, and see what kind of better results he would get. All right, here's my last one. Do not subscribe to Premium LinkedIn if you are not going to use the tools and the features. I have an individual who's using Sales Navigator. He says, Teddy, I'm not getting any real value out of it. So I asked him a little bit about what his activities were and what his tasks were. He goes, I'm using search, but that's all he was using. He didn't create any saved search. He wasn't creating lead lists. He wasn't creating campaigns. He wasn't keeping track of his target audience in Sales Navigator and keeping track by notes. He wasn't using social listening and engaging on content that's very relevant and from his target audience. He really wasn't using LinkedIn Sales Navigator for more than the extra search filters. It's a powerful tool, but there's way more features that you need to use. So don't waste money on premium features of LinkedIn if you're not going to use it. Hey, I'm Teddy, your LinkedIn strategist, trainer, and coach. And I created this second series of mistakes that people are making on LinkedIn just to point out the mistakes that you should not be making. So please, don't be these people. Use LinkedIn better. Use it different. Use it towards your goals in very meaningful ways. Thank you.